Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming a video that I haven't done for a really long time. I'm going to be doing a haul video. I don't really do them over on my other channel anymore when I go to the Disney parks because I really don't buy that much merchandise. I have so much already that I just really don't like purchasing too many new Loungefly bags and all that kind of stuff that I used to. I love the ones that I have, but I just don't really do haul videos over there very often. But I wanted to do one over on this channel because I have got a few new things lately. I'm going to Florida again, as you guys might know. I'm going very soon actually, so I have got a few new things in terms of like clothes, a pair of shoes, some makeup and things like that. So I just wanted to show you what I've got and some of my new favorite things that I've got that I've been really liking lately. The weather is not very springy here in the UK. It is a bit up and down. We do get some really sunny days. It's quite cold though still, but today it's very grey. I've got a kind of floral springy outfit on to try and bring the spring, even though the weather isn't particularly that great. First of all, I have a few new dresses to wear on my trip, and these are all from Vinted. I actually buy a lot of my stuff from Vinted now. I like the idea that you're kind of recycling the clothes, and it's usually very cheap as well because I don't like spending too much on clothes and things like that. Very occasionally I will treat myself to something, as you'll see in a minute. I did buy one somewhat extravagant purchase, but for the most part I try and keep my clothing costs down quite low. My mum makes a lot of my stuff. She made this that I'm wearing today. I spend most of my money on travel, as you guys know, so normally I'm pretty frugal. That's why I don't really do very many haul videos anymore, but I do have quite a few things here, so let's get into the clothes. First up, I have this dress. I am a little bit obsessed with this dress. Anything that's like black with multicolour on it is my favourite kind of thing, and I really like this one. It's just a basic kind of design, short sleeves, and that's the skirt, but I'm gonna love wearing this at Disney. I also have this pink one. Again, this was from Vinted. This one's got almost like a little puff sleeve kind of thing, bit of a tie detail on the front. And that's the skirt. I never used to wear a lot of pale pink or any pastel colours, but I'm really loving lighter colours as well as my brights that I still enjoy. But lately I've been wearing a lot of pale kind of stuff, and I really liked this one. So yeah, that was another little bargain on Vinted. And a third one that I got from Vinted is this one, another kind of pale pink. This one's a bit more dusky pink or even a bit lilac-y. I really liked the lace detail on this one. That's the skirt on it. This one is lined and a little bit thicker, so I don't know if this would be great for Florida when it's very hot. Also, I didn't really realise how short the sleeves are. It's just like that tiny little like cap sleeve type thing. I do like a bit more of a sleeve, so I'm not 100% sure about this one for Florida. I do really like it though, and anything that I buy on Vinted, if I end up not liking it, I just re-list it on there again, and then somebody else can buy it and enjoy it. Sounds like this video is sponsored by Vinted. It's absolutely not, but I just really think it's great. And you can get like designer stuff on there that people sell as well, so if you do like your brand names but you want to get stuff a bit cheaper, definitely check out Vinted because I've been loving it. I was a bit late to the party with it, to be honest, and now I'm obsessed with it. Next up, I have some new mini ears for my trip. These were very kindly gifted to me by Magic Maker Ears, and these three pairs are going to be perfect with some of my Florida outfits. This is the first one, and this is a kind of blush pink sequin pair, which, as you can see, would be perfect with that. I love these sequin ones. I actually have these in so many different colours now, and they're probably the ones I wear the most. I just really like them. I like the sparkliness of them, and yeah, just very Disney, very Magic Kingdom. I also have them in this colour, which is like a mint green. A lot of you might remember from my Disney trip that I just did, one of the days I had that mint green play suit on that my mum made me. These are going to be absolutely perfect with that play suit. I really love this colour. Again, it's more of a pastel colour. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly into that. So yeah, really like those. The third pair are a little bit different. I don't have any like this, and I really love them. This is a new design that they have at Magic Maker Ears, and it is these. It's like this furry checkerboard fabric, and there's several different colours that you can get. This one is called Fuzzy Peach, but I absolutely love these. I can't wait to wear them. Next up is another item that I got for Florida, but this is going to be useful all the time, and it is this Brita water bottle. Let me just get it out of the packaging. This is actually a recommendation from Becky. She's just been to Florida a few weeks ago, and she bought one of these from Amazon and took it with her. If you've been to Orlando, you will know that the water does not taste good. Most of us like the smell of it because, like the Pirates ride, that water ride smell at Disney, it reminds us all of being there. We all kind of love the smell in terms of water-based attractions, but I don't like drinking it, and the water does taste the same of that. It has a very chemically chlorine taste. The only time it doesn't is if I buy bottled water, but that's very, very expensive when you're on a Disney trip, but you do have to stay hydrated. How these work, they actually have a little filter in them. These are the filters. I think you can buy the bottle with 2 or 4 filters that come with it. I just bought 2. I'm sure Becky said she just had 1 filter for the entire 2-week trip. But I'm going to put this one in the bottle and take the spare one with me, just in case. And she refilled her bottle from the water fountains, or you can get water from the quick service restaurants, like iced water that they'll give you. That still tastes that chlorine-y taste. And this bottle, she said, totally took away the taste of that water. It's got a flip up kind of lid and just a drinking spout there, and the filter goes inside here. And yeah, she said it totally took away the taste of the gross Florida water. I was really happy she gave me this recommendation, because buying bottled water is so expensive. Honestly, it's not what you want to do, but the water out the fountains and stuff does taste gross. So I'm really, really glad to have this. I'm really glad Becky discovered it. I will link this below just in case anyone's interested in getting it, and any of the other items that I can find I will link below as well. Let me show you the extravagant purchase next. Like I said, I don't normally buy things brand new that are extravagant like this, but I have been eyeing these for a really long time, and then they went on sale on ASOS. They hardly had any sizes left, but they did have my size, and I treated myself to these. I absolutely love these. I'm obsessed with them. I love the colour. They're like a very dusky pink kind of colour. When I'm walking around the Disney parks, to be honest, not just there, when I'm at home as well, if I'm doing any amount of walking, I do need shoes that are like high tops like this, because they give me a little bit more ankle support. With my TM, my balance is not very good, so Converse high tops and these are perfect for me for walking around. They just make it a bit easier. But I love these. I've been wearing them around the house to break them in before Florida, because you never want to go with like brand new shoes that you haven't worn yet. Okay, I'll show you the makeup bits next. Then I've got some kind of practical items for Florida. I also have a snack recommendation, so all of that is still to come. You might remember from a previous Disney vlog, because I bought some of these in Florida, and I have mentioned them before when people have asked what lipstick I'm wearing. The one that I wear the most these days, it does change over time. I used to wear a lot of the Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipstick, but that got not discontinued, but it changed, and the shades that I liked went away. So I have changed over time which ones I wear, but at the moment I wear loads of these. This is the L'Oreal Matte Resistance lipstick. You can always tell which one it is. It has the little R kind of raised up on the packaging there. And I bought a couple of these in Florida quite a while ago now, probably a couple of years ago, but they don't have the same shades in the UK as the US. So in the US, I really like Road Trippin' is one of my favourite shades, but they don't do that in the UK. So I thought I would try a few of the UK ones. I've got Lipstick and Chill, which is this pink one. I actually do have that on today. I have got a little bit of gloss over the top, but that's what this one looks like. This, I would say, comes out a lot lighter than it looks in the tube, so always go and look at the testers, because they don't always look how you expect. Then I have this one, which is called Summer Fling. I was hoping this would be similar to another one that I've got, which I got from the US. I really can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen. I was hoping this would be similar, but this one again is a bit lighter. I find the UK ones look lighter when they're on than they do in the packaging. But yeah, Summer Fling, this one is nice. It's more of a corally brown sort of colour, but when it goes on, it is very pale, so it looks quite peachy. And finally, I have this one. It's not even out of the packaging yet, but I did have a look at the tester when I was in Superdrug, which is where I got these. This one is called French Kiss, and this one is like a very, very bright reddy pink, I would say. It is definitely pink, not red, but it is a very, very bright kind of colour, and this one actually does look fairly similar to the packaging, so I thought that'd be nice on one of the days when I'm wearing a more bright kind of outfit. I'll give that one a go. But the formula of these is really good. I find they do go on pretty easily. Some liquid lipsticks are tricky to apply, but I find these quite good. I like the applicator has like a point at the tip. It makes it a lot easier. It does stay on very well throughout the day, even though I'm like eating and drinking and what have you. So yeah, really, really like these. Then from Superdrug, I've also got a couple of practical items. I do use eye drops a lot when I'm out in Florida, because I get quite tired, and just the travel and going on the plane and the air conditioning, all of those things really dry my eyes out. So I always take some eye drops, but these particular ones I've been using for years. They make your eyes really, really white. These Murine Bright and Moist eye drops are amazing. You can't see it too well because the light is very bright. I got my ring light on there. They do have several different types of this Murine eye drop. It's got to be the bright ones. They really do make your eyes really, really white, so I love those. I also picked up Superdrug's own brand of Vicks First Defense. Theirs is called Early Defense Nasal Spray. Protection from viral and bacterial infections. I've always been a bit on the fence about how well this stuff works. It's supposed to spray it up your nose at the very, very first sign of any kind of cold or infection or anything. Someone did message me though after I'd been ill on my Disney trip, and they said they used this and their whole family a couple of days before travel day and the day after, and they were all good and no one got sick. Now there's nothing to necessarily say that this does work. Anecdotally, I have heard that it works. I've used it myself before. To be honest with you though, I was so ill last time, I'm willing to do anything and everything to avoid it. So I am going to take a mask with me to potentially wear at the airport and on the plane. I'm fine now, but I do not want to pick up anything. I don't know how much that's going to help, but it might make me feel like it's helping. I'm going to use this in the few days before and a couple of days after I get there. I've got loads of hand sanitizer. I also picked up some more of the antibacterial wipes. When I get on the plane, I will probably like wipe down the tray table and stuff. I just feel very, very paranoid about getting something again because it was so awful in January. So I have stocked up on things like this just to try and avoid at all costs. I've been drinking my AG1 every day. That's got all the vitamins in that are good for your immune system. So fingers crossed I do not get anything this time. I also got travel size of the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I absolutely love this. I go between this one and the Beauty Pie anti-aging cream because that one's good as well, but this one is my favourite. It's very expensive though, but I've just got this little small one and I can take that one with me for travel. But I love this stuff. This is a bit of a random thing, but I bought this little travel jar. It's just one of these with a screw top lid. I always buy my paracetamol and ibuprofen out in the States because they sell it in big bottles, which you can't get in the UK. You can only buy a small amount in one go in the little blister packs, but in the States you can buy a bottle of like 250 tablets. But I find they're not very practical for travel because the bottles are really big, so I bought this to just put a few in. I didn't take any with me last time, and obviously when I got sick I was buying them in the resort shop. They were so expensive, so I thought that'd be handy just to take my paracetamol and ibuprofen with me. I've got a snack recommendation next, and pretty soon you'll probably see the video where I actually bought these. I got them in Lidl, but I have seen them in other shops as well, and they're the Saurine lift bars. Saurine, if you don't know, if you don't live in the UK, is a brand that sells malt loaf. I don't know if all countries have malt loaf. It is quite an odd type of thing to explain. It's like a fruit loaf, but it's very, very dense. It's a lot more dense than cake, like kind of heavier and harder than cake. And they've started doing these lift bars, which they describe as a soft bake, and this one is a raspberry and vanilla flavour. You can see it on the packaging there, it's kind of like a blonde malt loaf. This is so good, I love this. It's still the same texture as malt loaf. I thought it might have been more like sponge, but it's not. It tastes and feels like malt loaf, but it's a lighter colour and a bit of raspberry flavour. I love these. I like having things like this in my desk drawer to snack on while I'm working, but I'll probably get a whole pack of these to take with me to Florida because I'll eat them on the plane. I don't always really want like chocolate and sweets and things like that. I sometimes pick things like that up in the boots before I go through to get on the plane, and then I don't really want it when I'm actually on the flight. I would prefer to eat something like this, so I'm gonna get more of these. This I actually got from Amazon. I really, really needed some new earrings. I have had my ears pierced for, my gosh, so many years. I think I was about 10 or something when I had them done. I'm very, very good at losing earrings. I always lose one because I have long hair as well. I quite often like move it out of the way like this and then it pulls them out or knocks them out. But I really wanted some new ones, and I do have to have silver as well. If I wear any costume jewelry that isn't silver or gold, it will make my ears green and itchy, which is horrible. I'll put a little clip in so you can see these up close, but they're just little hearts. But the type of clasp that they have, I'm hoping they are not going to fall out of my ears because they kind of clip shut at the back rather than have a butterfly back on them. So yeah, I really, really love these. I had a pair like this years ago actually. I think that's what attracted me to them. They look very similar to a pair I used to have. But yeah, they were from Amazon. I'll link them below. This last thing I have is also from Amazon. This is quite a funny purchase. The only reason it's really funny is because of what me and Paul call this. I bought it to put my false eyelashes in. If anybody wears false eyelashes, you will know when you take them off, if you don't keep the packaging and you kind of put them somewhere, they will get lost, they will stick to something, they will end up ruined. And I needed somewhere proper to store them. And I looked on Amazon and found this. So this is like a 3-tier eyelash holder, and it's got 3 drawers and you can fit 6 pairs in each one. I've got some pairs in there. This is actually the perfect solution for my eyelash needs, but me and Paul call this the spider house house. He thinks that false lashes are weird and look like spiders, so this is now referred to by both of us as the spider house. It's very, very useful and is one of the best purchases I've ever made, actually. And that is it for this little haul video. This is probably quite a quick one, but I just wanted to show you the things that I bought recently because I did have quite a lot of stuff that I really, really liked. There will be a vlog coming up of me prepping for Florida. I do have a packing video going up over on Disney in Detail as well. I am so excited to do a trip with Catherine. She is as well. We're absolutely buzzing. We've been having constant like WhatsApp voice memos going back and forth about what we've got planned, what we're going to be doing. Absolutely cannot wait for that. So don't forget to subscribe over on Disney in Detail if you haven't already, and you can subscribe here as well. There will be a few videos from the Florida trip on this channel, more in terms of things outside of Disney, like restaurants, supermarkets, things like that. I tend to put those things over on this channel, so be sure to subscribe here as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you're all well and having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.